Hello. Hey, this week's episode of the Social Maggie Show. It's episode number 21, and I think it's just awesome that you are tuning in to my show again this week. First of all, before we get into it, though, we are going to be talking about the Facebook algorithm today, what it is and how to outsmart it. But I am coming to you today using StreamYard. And it is a broadcast tool that I've discovered. You can see that it's powered by StreamYard in the corner. But in order for me to see your comments, because that is what this tool allows me to do, when you leave a comment in real time, I am going to see it. Now, there is a little bit of a delay that I've discovered with StreamYard, so it's going to take maybe 10 to 30 seconds before I'm going to see your comment. Now, if you want me to see your name from the comment, you'll need to give permission to StreamYard. It's a privacy thing. So if you want your name to be seen, just give StreamYard permission to do that. So I also want to let you know that if you are a small business owner, an entrepreneur, or maybe have a side hustle, you are in the right place, because this is where not just if you're selling products, if you have a physical store, you have a service, or maybe you're in the arts, maybe you're a musician or an artist, this is also the place for you. And this is where you're going to get insights into Facebook content and posts. So you get into people's news feeds, you get reach and engagement, and make those connections with your fans and followers so you can build on that relationship. Because once you can do that, once you're creating quality content that's relevant to your audience, then you're going to get reach, you're going to get the engagement, you're going to be able to build on those relationships. But the fundamental thing, though, before you can get reach and engagement, is you need to understand the Facebook algorithm. It's one of the fundamentals. It's one of the foundations of Facebook that you need to understand. And so my students from my September group coaching program really showed me that when I was teaching them about the Facebook algorithm, that it was one of the best things that they learned about, because they didn't understand Facebook algorithm. And if you're a beginner, a Facebook beginner, you might not even know there is an algorithm. And you might also be wondering, well, what is an algorithm? And so I'm going to go through a lot of that stuff with you. So we are going to figure out how you can create content and outsmart that Facebook algorithm, because when you do that, you're going to get into people's news feeds, right? And then people are going to start seeing your posts. So it's probably really frustrating for you right now because you're creating content and you're not getting the response you want. You're not getting any engagement. And so maybe you're feeling like it's a waste of your time, that Facebook isn't working. But in fact, Facebook does work, and you can get amazing organic reach and engagement when you're creating the right content, when you know how to get around the algorithm, and when you know the type of content to create that's relevant for your audience as well. So it might seem like a big, huge, daunting task to learn all that. It might seem like it's overwhelming, but I have a program that I've put together that is gives you the step-by-step process. It's a formula that I've created, and it will get you around that Facebook algorithm and get you the results you want. So if you are just tuning into my show, or maybe you've just discovered me, I'm Maggie, and I am a Facebook coach, trainer, course creator, and implementer. And implementer means basically I help you take the action that you need to take in order to see results. So you're going to be in my program. You're going to learn from me. I'm going to give you the support you need and the coaching you need so you can get those results. So that's what I mean by implementing. So I give you action steps that you are going to do in the way of assignments or challenges. And through that, you will make some amazing progress. So I will be there with you along every step of the way. Okay, so The other thing is, if you have any friends that are small business owners or you think might benefit from my show, please let them know, and maybe tag them below or pass it along to them. So if you are new to Facebook, or maybe you've had a Facebook page for a while, but you're just not getting the results you want in your Facebook page, and I hear it all the time, it's like Facebook's not working, I can't get reach, I can't get engagement, and so I just want you to know that over the last 5 years, yes, Facebook reach has dropped, right? The organic reach has dropped. I can't argue with that. It has. So Facebook changed their algorithm in 2018. And so I have been creating content and watching what's been working and what hasn't been working. And as I've said in some of my other shows, if you can do Facebook Live, if you can do video, that is going to, that's what's working right now on Facebook. So I can get sometimes upwards of 25% engagement rate on my posts. And mostly that's when I do have a video post. And now if you see that you're getting engagement rate of 2 to 4%, that's usually about the average, and that is considered good. So imagine if you start getting, you're getting 25% engagement rate or more, then that is going to tell the Facebook algorithm your content is worthy of them to push it out even further into people's news feeds. Okay, so you might also be thinking, Maggie, what the heck is an algorithm anyway? Okay, so the Facebook algorithm, and this is a description I found from Sprout Social. The Facebook algorithm controls the ordering and presentation of posts, so users see what is most relevant to them. Rather than publish content chronologically, posts and ads are presented based on what Facebook sees as relevant to users. Now, I want you to think about your experience on Facebook. So you are a Facebook user. So when you're on your Facebook and you're looking through your news feed, right? I want you to think about what is grabbing your attention. What's making you stop the scroll, right? So what is it that you want to see? What is it that you're ignoring? So I want you to think like that, because you're not just a Facebook user, you're also a Facebook marketer. So you have to see both sides of it, right? It's like there's two sides of every story. So you need to understand, okay, well, what do you want to see in your news feed? You don't want it to be all clogged up with business posts or sponsored ads. So the Facebook algorithm is built around what Facebook is seeing what their users want. And users are telling them that they want meaningful experiences and they want to see more from their family and friends. So it is a social platform. So you need to remember, you need to be social on Facebook. And marketing has changed over the years. So now, because of social media, it is now relationship marketing. Right? So we need to connect with our people. It's not just marketing where we're pushing out. And now we have the opportunity to connect with our people. We have the opportunity to talk to them. You couldn't do that with traditional marketing before. So this is an amazing way for you to get your customers, find people that are interested in you. Okay, so now, I just want to also go over that when you create content, when you create a post on your page, the algorithm takes a look at everything. So they're going to take a look at your image. They're going to take a look at the text on the image. They're going to take a look at what you've written. If you're doing a live video or a recorded video, they're going to be paying attention to what you're saying in that video. The algorithm is going to pick up if it's too salesy, too spammy, then your post is going to get ranked low. So you have to have a good variety of content on your page. So the Facebook algorithm is going to be looking at all of what you're creating and putting out into the news feed. Now, the sooner you get reaction from people on your post, that's going to indicate to the algorithm that people are liking what you're posting. So they're going to actually push it even more into people's news feeds. So that gets you more organic reach and more engagement. Now, if you are consistently creating poor quality, if every single post you do is business related, it's all about promotion and you're trying to get sales. So any post that you're trying to get revenue from, you can't do that all the time. You can only do it about 25% of the time. So all your other content has to be social in a way that's you're providing your content that's valuable, that's relevant to them, and that they're going to enjoy to see. And when that happens, the Facebook algorithm is going to see, okay, when there's too many business posts, too many posts that is all about your promotions and sales, they're going to start ranking your posts lower. And if you have too many posts that are ranked low, that's going to affect your overall quality of your Facebook page because your page is ranked as well. So you don't want to have your page quality ranked low. So you want to make sure that you're creating content in a consistent way. That's what your audience wants to see, that you're creating it in a relationship marketing way to build connections with your audience and not doing too many business posts. Then the Facebook algorithm is going to say, hey, you're making some really good content here. People are liking it. And every time that happens and you get some reach and engagement, they're going to push your post more into the newsfeed. So then you're going to get more reach. And as you get more reach, then you're going to get more engagement. When you get more engagement, the cycle just keeps going, right? So this is why it's so important to understand the algorithm, because you need to get around the algorithm. You need to understand it so you can start creating the content in a way that's going to get you creating high quality content and getting you into people's news feeds. Then that's going to solve your problem of not getting any response, because it is so frustrating when you create content, you spend the time to do it, and you put it out there, and you don't get any response at all, and you don't even know why, right? So we need to be creating content and knowing our target audience, and also you need to be following up and watching what the engagement rate is, how are your posts doing, and taking hints from that, right? Like, oh, the audience likes this sort of thing and they're not liking that so much. So that is also going to give you a lot of information so you can keep creating more and more content, right? That is great for your audience. So I have, over the years, played with creating or experimenting with different types of content and posting consistently. And now video is the thing. You need to be doing some Facebook Lives if you can, a recorded video. It's easier to do a Facebook Live than it is recorded, by the way. But I have found a formula, right, that works, because everything is based on a formula, right? It doesn't matter what you're doing. If any of you are writers, you know that depending on the type of content you're writing, right? If it's a newspaper story, then there's a formula for that. If it's magazine or a blog, there's a different formula for that, right? So everything has a formula, and I've created my formula that is working. And as I said, I'm getting some amazing engagement on my posts. So I've put this formula together. I really analyzed it and looked at it, and I've come up with 5 steps to activate your growth. That's what I've called it. And so there are 5 steps to it. And the 5 steps are understanding, the foundations, strategy, planning, content, and measure. So you need to have all of that in your overall strategy, right? To be able to have success with your Facebook page and your content. So one of my students, Tina, who was in the September program, she has this to say. I'm just going to read you. It's a quote from her. I got my first sale from my Facebook page, and I was commissioned to create a painting as well. I took Maggie's coaching program, and I got this response after the first session of the 4-week program. I have new likes on my page and a new customer who seems smitten with the one style of painting I create. This was literally overnight, so thank you, Maggie. So Tina had at that time just created her Facebook page. She was really green to Facebook. She didn't really know anything about how to even run a Facebook page. So she came into my program, and after even the first session in the 4-week program, she made progress, right? She had her first sales. So that was exciting for Tina. It was also very exciting for me too. So I just want to let you know that the value that you can bring to your people by creating the right content, that's going to make the Facebook algorithm really happy. And then you're going to solve the problem, because your problems and your obstacles, and what I'm hearing is, I'm not posting consistently. I don't know what to create. I don't know what the right content is. It's a waste of my time because I don't get any response anyway. Well, I totally get that, right? But if you follow me, if you decide that my program might be right for you, then you are going to learn all of those things. You're going to learn the 5 steps, as well as, and that's like my framework for what I'm teaching. But, you'll also figure out that you have to find your audience as well. You have to attract people to your page. You have to nurture them, and you have to serve them. And so by serving them, that is like giving them value, right? And also whatever it is that you have that's going to benefit them. And that is in the form of your products and services that you're selling, right? So that is another part of my program and part of my overall formula, my system, and the process that's taught in a step-by-step way. So that brings us to the end of today's show. So if you have any questions on it, please let me know. I'm not seeing anything in the comments right now, but if you are watching this in the replay, leave below #replay so I know that you've seen it there. And if you have any questions afterwards, just do the same thing. You can put them down below, and I will see them. And then I will get you your answers. So before I sign off, though, I just want to let you know that this episode is brought to you by my coaching program. It's called Magnify Your Engagement. So I'm going to be releasing it again. The October program is closed at the moment, but I am going to be opening it up again. So watch for an announcement for that, as well as if you're not part of my community Facebook group, I'll put that link up above. And if you want to get on the waiting list for my coaching program, so you get notified right away, I'll put that link up above as well. So that way, if you are on the waiting list, even if you're inside my Facebook group, and if you want to be on my email list, you're going to get notified first when my coaching program is available, and so you can sign up. So that is the end of today's show. So I appreciate you showing up, you watching, and interacting with me. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, your Friday, leading into a wonderful weekend. So I will see you back here next Friday at the same time. Bye for now.